Hi, my name is Cole, and I used to be a nobody. Not in a tragic, poetic way. I mean in the real world, office politics way. The kind where people forget your name, mock your ideas, and laugh just a little too loudly when you make a mistake. I worked at Halden and Gray, a mid-size marketing agency in Chicago. I was the junior copywriter. The guy who stayed late, brought the coffee, fixed the PowerPoint animations no one else could figure out, and no one took me seriously. I had a crooked smile, no fancy degree, and zero charisma in meetings. I wasn't polished enough for clients. My manager, Trevor, used to call me background noise, literally, in front of people. Cole's the Wi-Fi. You don't notice it until it breaks. Everyone laughed. But here's the thing about being invisible. No one notices what you're learning. Step 1. Observation. While they were busy playing office politics, I watched, studied, learned every detail of every campaign. I figured out which managers were actually incompetent and which assistants were the real brains. I tracked budgets, client behavior, even gossip. I made spreadsheets, quiet ones, for myself. Trevor once threw my idea in the trash. Not metaphorically. He actually ripped it up. No offense, Cole. You're just not creative. That same concept? I rewrote it, repackaged it, and anonymously submitted it through a freelancer site to a rival agency. It won a national award. They never knew. Step 2. Exit. After 3 years of being their joke, I quit. No drama, no goodbye cake, just a short email and a clear desk. I moved cities, changed phone numbers, launched a tiny digital branding firm. Just me, my laptop, and all the notes I took while they weren't paying attention. It was slow at first, months of cold emails and silence. But eventually, a startup took a chance on me. Then another. Then one that got acquired by Google. Suddenly, I wasn't the background noise anymore. I became known for 3 things: brutal creative honesty solving brand crises, fast charging double and still getting hired. Within 5 years, I had 12 employees, a waiting list of clients, and an office with a rooftop view. Then one day, I got an email. Hi, Cole. Not sure if you remember me. Trevor from Halden and Gray. Our firm's looking to refresh its brand. Saw your name come up a few times. Would love to chat. I stared at the screen. Then I smiled. Step 3. The trap. I set up the meeting. Polite, professional. Told him I'd bring my lead strategist. That was me, under a different name. When Trevor walked into my office, he didn't recognize me at first. I had grown out the scruff, lost weight, wore tailored clothes now. The walls behind me were lined with awards, some that his firm had lost bids for. His pitch? Weak, desperate. Halden and Gray had lost major accounts. Reputation was slipping. Internal morale was low. They needed rebranding, rebuilding, reinvention. We want something bold, disruptive. You know, like the campaigns your firm's been doing. I nodded, took notes, even complimented him on his vision. Then I said, we're very selective with who we take on. But I think we can help. We drew up a proposal, full-service overhaul. Price tag? 6 figures. He signed it. Step 4. The twist. Over the next 8 months, my team rebuilt everything. New logo voice guides, internal culture fixes, leadership restructuring strategies, all under my direction. I made them modern, transparent, ethical. Then I delivered a final optional suggestion. For public credibility, we recommend new leadership, a fresh face, someone with creative integrity. Trevor fought it, argued. But the board, they listened. 3 weeks later, he was quietly moved to a non-client-facing advisory role. He'd been demoted. Step 5. The message. At the closing meeting, I shook his hand. He still didn't fully realize who I was. But as I walked him out, I said, "By the way, remember when you said I was the Wi-Fi?" He blinked, confused. "Doesn't matter," I said. "Just wanted to say, thanks for never believing in me." Then I walked away. Final thought. Revenge doesn't always need a scream. Sometimes it's just about putting the right person in the wrong chair and letting them watch you run the show.